All right, so we were currently using the brightness contrast filter, and we were painting on black wherever we did not want the filter to be added and white wherever we did. So basically, I painted black over the entire thing, and I actually went back in with my white paintbrush and I kind of touched up my eyes, darkened my eyebrows a little bit, and parts of my hair. And then I blacked out my shirt a little bit more because I didn't want that to be a distractor. Okay, so it's looking pretty good, almost done. I would go back in and add one more brightness filter so that I can have a little bit more control. So I'm going to add one more brightness contrast filter, brighten it all the way up until I see these kind of shadows here get to a better value. Okay, because I noticed that those were looking pretty dark. So I made it really, really bright. Again, I don't want it to apply anywhere else except for those dark shadows I saw on my hand and on my neck. So I'm just going to take a big paintbrush. I'm going to paint on black and make sure my opacity value is all the way to 100. So therefore, it's basically adding a filter of nothing right now. So now I can change it back to white, make my brush smaller, and I'm even going to decrease my opacity value so it's a little bit more subtle of a transition. Okay, I'm just going to slightly brush on this effect, and notice it's already looking a little bit weird. Like, where's this light coming from? So I'm going to tone it back down, maybe erase what I just did, just undo. Okay, let's see, I think I went one more too far. One too far. Edit, redo. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make my opacity really small, and then I'm just going to paint back on the white right here on my neck. So it's just lightening it up ever so subtly. Okay. And if I wanted to go in with an even smaller brush, increase my opacity value, smaller brush, and really get in there kind of to the darker shadowy parts, I can. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. Maybe I did a little bit too much sharpening. I still see like a lot here. I could also see myself adding a little bit more white of a brush to my cheeks. Maybe it looks like they have like a little bit more shine, not that much. So I'm going to go ahead and tone that down a little bit, just so it looks like I have some natural glow. Maybe make it a little bit on my nose. If you're super into makeup, this is helpful. Okay, and maybe even a little bit on my neck right here. Okay, a little bit of highlight. So my hair's got some nice little highlights going on, and I think that's good. All right, so you can see how my photo changed. The cropping really helped. I don't have these nice big flyaways anymore. I really honed in on my eyes, and my lips are also darker. My eyebrows are slightly darker. It really enhances those tones. Okay, you have a lot of adjustment layers here that you can work with. I mainly worked with brightness, contrast because we're in black and white photography, but you can really explore those as you want. All right, to save my image, I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to save it on my computer. And I want to see all your layers here and all the edits that you applied. So that's why we're going to save it as a Photoshop document. Your period underscore last name underscore portrait editing. And save. That's what you can turn in for this assignment. Thank you.